Imagine building an online empire by breaking the rules of physics, only to get stopped by the rules of the real world. That's exactly what happened to Whistling Diesel, the YouTuber who turned destroying luxury cars into a career, until one stunt finally brought the law straight to his door. One day he's flooring a Ferrari for clicks, and the next he's in handcuffs, facing charges he never thought would land. Because this wasn't just an arrest, it was a warning shot to every creator who thinks content lives in a separate world from consequences. What happens when the entertainment stops, and your own videos become the evidence? Whistling Diesel didn't become a massive creator by playing it safe. He built his entire brand on the idea that anything expensive could be sacrificed for entertainment. Trucks, supercars, farm equipment. If it moved, he found a way to break it. And when he brought home a $400,000 Ferrari F8, Tributo fans knew it wouldn't survive long. He fed farm animals with it, went fishing with it, scraped it through dirt roads, and pushed it until only smoke and chaos were left. It was the kind of content that made people laugh, gasp, and click. But it also created a paper trail he couldn't burn off. Because behind the flames was one detail that caught the wrong kind of attention. The car was wearing Montana plates. Montana is famous for its no sales tax registration loophole, something many high-end vehicle owners quietly use. But according to authorities, Cody wasn't living or operating in Montana. He was tearing up Tennessee roads, filming stunts, and pulling millions of views from a car the state says should have been taxed on their soil. That's why Tennessee stepped in. Reports claim they believe he intentionally sidestepped the sales tax by misregistering the Ferrari, a move the state considers a direct hit to their revenue. And online, some fans even suggested this might not have been the first time he pushed the boundaries of vehicle registration, though nothing about that is confirmed. What is clear is that the spectacle finally crossed paths with the state's patience. Everything changed on November 11th. One moment Whistling Diesel was posting wild clips like usual, and the next his mugshot was flooding every corner of social media. Tennessee charged him with willfully attempting to evade the sales tax on that same Ferrari he had torched on camera. And when the footage surfaced of him being walked out in handcuffs, even he leaned into the drama, posting that the arrest was so big they thought I was cheating, a line that only made the story spread faster. He posted a bond reportedly around $200,000 and was released shortly after. But the internet wasn't done talking. Fans joked, critics cheered, and creators everywhere started asking how a simple license plate choice turned into a full-blown tax indictment. Brands and sponsors that once loved the chaos suddenly went quiet, and industry insiders began questioning whether his destroy everything persona could survive a legal battle this public. Because no matter how big your following is, companies don't like risk in a tax evasion. Charge is enough to make any partnership nervous. Other YouTubers chimed in too, warning that states have been cracking down on creators who use Montana registrations as tax shelters. Some called it a wake-up call. Others said it was inevitable. And for the first time, the same lifestyle that made his channel explode to vehicles, the stunts, the shock value became the very thing authorities pointed to as evidence. It was the moment when his brand stopped being entertainment and became a liability. In the end, Whistling Diesel's story is a reminder that stunt fame might rack up millions of views, but real-world rules don't disappear when the camera shuts off. You can push limits, break barriers, and build an empire on shock value, but taxes, paperwork, and state laws don't care how viral you are. Every creator who lives loud, fast, and outside the lines eventually has to answer to the details behind the scenes. And right now, Cody's entire empire is being tested by a decision that looked harmless until the state called it out. It leaves creators with a question that hits a little deeper. Is this the price of pushing limits, or the moment YouTube finally draws a line?